So how can we best utilize RedMD in REDU format? One of the best ways is with Dragunities. The best way to tutor RedMD is with Atom. And aside from playing erratics, an easy way to make Atom is with Dragunity. The Dragunity Knights Vajrayana and Gayderg are both 6-star synchros that gives you a plethora of plays. Gayderg can search and pitch any level 4 or lower dragon or winged beasts, and Vajrayana can extend your plays by equipping Phalanx from the grave and then use its effect to summon himself. So how do we get access to these synchros? The main way is you have Ducks and a level 6 extender like Mistletoe in hand. This also works if you have Tifnet and your opponent controls a monster, as well as a Phalanx in the grave. Stay open with Phalanx, Ravine, and Mistletoe. You can activate Ravine, pitch Phalanx to search Ducks to your hand. Then you normal summon Ducks, equip the Phalanx from grave, use its effect to summon himself, send him to the graveyard to summon Mistletoe, Mistletoe effect, equip, summon. Generally here you want access to Sephiroth, so you synchro these two away for Gayderg. Use Gayderg's effect to search Sephiroth and then discard him. Then you overlay both of these into Atom. Use Atom's effect, detaching the Gayderg. Summon RedMD from your deck. RedMD's effect, summon back to Gayderg. Bounce RedMD to your hand, summon Sephiroth, and you take 400 damage. Then you can use Gayderg's effect again. Should you have any dragon monster in your hand, you can make the end field where you pass with the Drago. Or if you're going second and you intend to make Trident Dragon to kill your opponent, then you can search something else. But let's say we go for the Drago play. So we have any blank dragon in our hand. Then we use Gayderg's effect to search and discard a Debris Dragon. Then we banish Atom to summon RedMD from our hand. We use RedMD's effect to bring back the Debris Dragon. We overlay Debris and Sephiroth into a Queen Dragoon Jin. We use Queen's effect to summon back Mistletoe from the graveyard. Then we overlay Mistletoe and Gayderg into our second Atom. We use Atom's effect to summon a Koa'ki Meiru Drago from our deck. In the end phase you have to reveal a dragon type monster in your hand to keep the Drago alive, but usually you're able to get to a dragon in hand. Particularly if you had Super Rejuvenation and you drew a bunch of cards in the end phase, then you can just keep a dragon to reveal with the Drago. And why this end board is so formidable is because you have a Drago on the field, so they cannot summon light or dark monsters. Nor can they kill the Drago in battle even though it has 0/0 because of Queen Dragoon Jin. So say you're playing as Chaos Dragons, there is no engine out for them to deal with this field. They would need to have a non-engine card like a hand trap to stop your combo, or a dark hole to clear your field. But this is what you do going first, and you play against those heavy light or dark decks where you can make Drago to shut them out completely. Now, should your opponent not be able to combat this board, you have near infinite Followup. Atom can summon a dragon from your deck, RedMD can summon a dragon from your grave, Jin can summon yet another dragon from your grave, and you have Ravine to search Ducks for the Followup, as well as Drago so they can't use battle hand traps like Gorse, Fader, or Trag. I also mentioned a Trident Dragon OTK, and in order to do that we need to go back a little bit. What if you went second and you want to reduce your opponent's life points to 0 with the Trident Dragon? Say we had the same hand of Ravine, Phalanx, and Mistletoe. You start off by activating Ravine, use its effect, discard a card to search a Dragunity. Here you add Ducks, you normal summon Ducks, equip the Phalanx, summon the Phalanx, summon Mistletoe by sending the Phalanx and equipping it again. Should you not have Mistletoe, you could instead special summon the Tefnuit at the start of the main phase, and then normal summon Ducks into Phalanx and it would result in the same combo. Special summon the Phalanx, you synchro these two away for Gayderg. In REDU format there's very little reason to go into Vajrayana here, because getting the Phalanx back to your field doesn't really extend your plays. You really aim to abuse Gayderg, at least getting to the Sephiroth and then maybe a utility piece afterwards. And Vajrayana can still be made with Sephiroth and Phalanx, should you want to go into a Stardust or Scrap Dragon. Here you use Gayderg's effect, search and pitch Sephiroth, then you overlay the Mistletoe and Gayderg into Atom, use Atom's effect, attach Gayderg, summon RedMD from your deck, RedMD effect, revive the Gayderg, bounce the RedMD to summon Sephiroth from the grave, activate Gayderg's effect. If you go for the Trident Dragon line here, it doesn't really matter what you send with Gayderg, but an option is to search and discard Drago, and then revive it with RedMD so you play around Gorse, Fader, or Trag. But if you just aim to go for the Trident Dragon, it's better to send a Whetstone of Legend to the graveyard, and add the Blue Eyes White Dragon to your hand for free. Then you banish the Atom to summon RedMD from your hand. Use RedMD's effect to summon back Phalanx from your graveyard. Synchro away the Phalanx and Sephiroth into a Vajrayana to equip and summon the Phalanx. Then you overlay these two into your second Atom. Use Atom's effect, detach the Gayderg, summon Blue Eyes from your deck, synchro off the Blue Eyes and Phalanx for Trident Dragon. Trident Dragon's effect, pop your Ravine, and then you overlay Gaia Charger on top of Atom. Now, should your opponent not have a field, this is 11,400 damage, which kills them for even 3 copies of Upstart Goblin. Should you have a monster, you can just set a spell or trap and then pop it with Trident Dragon, and that can allow you to attack once more, thus killing them through a monster. What if you play against Wind-Ups or Dino Rabbit, where the Drago doesn't really do anything? With our aforementioned 3-card combo, there's another line you can go for. We activate Ravine, pitch Phalanx, to search Ducks, normal summon Ducks, equip and summon the Phalanx, summon Mistletoe by sending the Phalanx, equipping it and then summoning it, synchro away Ducks and Phalanx for Gayderg, Gayderg's effect, add and pitch Sephiroth, overlay the Mistletoe and the Gayderg into Atom, Atom's effects, detach Gayderg, summon Red MD from your deck, Red MD effect, here you bring back the Phalanx, then you bounce Red MD with Sephiroth, take 400, synchro these two away for Vajrayana, Vajrayana effect, summon back the Phalanx, you banish Phalanx, summon Red Eyes effect, summon back the Gayderg. Here you can either search and pitch Phalanx, since you banished it with Red Eyes you want another one in rotation, or if you have more Phalanxes in hand, or if you have something like a discard trap, you could even go for a Blue Eyes to get a free +1 to your hand. No matter what you go for, you then overlay these two into a Photon Strike Bounzer. While Bouncer perhaps is not the most oppressive monster interaction you could end on, it's certainly better than a Drago should it not even summon light or dark monsters. And with this field you have Ravine for Followup, Red MD, and Atom to summon additional bodies for next turn. This combo version of Dragunity very much focuses on making Exceed monsters, and utilize Red MD's effect in the best ways we can. However, there are different lines in the Dragunity deck that you could take. You could very easily end on a Stardust Dragon, backed up by some trap cards. You can certainly argue that an end board consisting of Red Eyes, Stardust Dragon, and Atom, backed up by a Solemn, Bottomless, or Compulse, is way more intimidating than what I was able to show you today. So whether you decide to play Dragunity as a combo deck, or a control deck, it is for sure one of the most underrated combo decks in REDU format, and hopefully this will change things. And as always, I hope you found this video to be informative and thought-provoking. There's plenty more REDU content to come, so stay tuned, and have a great rest of your day. If you enjoy my content, make sure to also subscribe to my second channel, linked in the description box down below. There I'll be posting more personalized and exclusive content.